The for loop structure. The for loop has an initializer, then followed by a condition, Boolean condition, then an iterator. And based on the Boolean condition being true or false, the block of statements goes on getting executed. And once it reaches a stage that the Boolean condition no more holds true, the conditional block has no more chance of getting executed, and for loop makes a final exit from there. So let us analyze the situation with the help of a simple display of certain set of numbers between two limits. So in this case, we can see we are interested to get a display of numbers between 0 to 10, 0 to 9. So we have initialized the I to be 0, and with I less than 10 would mean it could reach the value 10, 9. And there's an iterator I plus plus working. That means it will start with I0, then it will reach till 9. And once the iterator reaches the value for the I9, there's an I plus plus working, making the I value 10, and at that point, 10 is no more less than 10. So at this situation, the loop makes a final exit. So we have got a set of conditions from 0 to 9 to agree with the Boolean condition I is less than 10. So for I is equal to 9, we have set of values that could be displayed. Now let us analyze the situation, how this actually works with the help of a step-by-step process. So we can see when I is initialized to 1 and n takes a value 10 till 5 for this particular example. So if that is the situation, then but the comparison operator is actually I is less than or equal to 9 n. So here it would mean I is 1 is less than or equal to 5. So for 1 till when I equals 1, I has a chance of display because 1 is less than 5. When there is iterative working making the I value 2, because I have 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 is less than or equal to 5 is true, and 2 has a chance of display. And there's an iterative working making the I value 3. There's 2 plus 1, 3. And 3 has been compared with 5, and that is true, and 3 has a chance of display. And there's a iterative working making the I value 4, that is 3 plus 1, 4. And still 4 is less than or equal to 5, and 4 has a chance of display. And there's an iterative working making the I value 5, that is 4 plus 1, 5. And 5 is less than or equal to 5 is true, and 5 has a chance of display. And soon the I value reaches 6, that is because there's an iterative working making the I value 6, 5 plus 1, 6. And 6 is no more less than or equal to 5. Hence, the 6 has no chance of getting displayed, and the loop makes a final exit. Now let us go to the Visual Studio environment and try to debug this same situation. So here we are interested to take to two limits, that is lower limit and higher limit. And based on the low and the high limits, we are interested to have a display of set of numbers. Here we have defined the logic in a little bit different manner. So we are, instead of directly taking from 1 to the particular limit, we are deciding the lower and the higher limits for the display. So the first half initializes for the lowest point, the lower limit, and the second half we have to design for the higher limit. Enter the higher limit. So in this case, we have to redefine the definition in a different manner. So here we have to call for the high value because high is declared, but it's waiting for the initialization now, and that has been done. Now we have to call the for loop and do the resulting work. So here the initializer already done. Now it's looking only for the Boolean comparison. So here the low has to iterate till the value high. So low is less than or equal to high, and low is actually the incremental process, that is low plus plus. And once that has been done, we are done with the code. Now we are just need to just put only the just waiting for the low to get displayed, because that much number of low will be the decider point of the displaying. So console right line low, we and that's enough. And because low is equal to 5, low plus plus. So in this situation, we have to make sure that in no way we are entering the low value to be a bigger value than the high value. If it is so, the compiler is going to throw an exception over there. So we go for the build up session and check out for the build up issues. And we can see it will succeed. So we can go for the start button and go for the debugging session of the page. So we go for share of the page, exactly the output is available. Now see, the compiler is asking to put the lower value. We put it as 25, and we need to put the higher value. We make it as 55. So between 25 and 55, we will get the display of the set of answers. So we can see it is 25, 26, 27, reaching till 55. So this is how we have designed the for loop.